Hey, we're back today with some more questions and answers.
Billy and Joe, were you with Elvis at the 1975 New Year's Eve concert in Michigan? Pontiac.
Pontiac, Michigan. Yes. Is that the one where we had the where it was so cold and we had the bomb threat?
Mm-hmm.
And we were.
That's a good story.
Yeah, that was a good. We we were getting ready to leave, and they didn't want us to get on the plane. And you tell what Elvis said. We're going. We're leaving, and they were trying to. It was ice everywhere, on the runway and the wings of the plane, and they were trying to
de-ice the plane
Yeah.
and check it. They had to go through it. Anytime they had a bomb threat, they had to go through the plane, check everything out, and of course, ones that inspected and all, they just took their time, especially because they knew it was Elvis's plane.
They didn't know Elvis
And,
was right now.
He waited. Of course, without the engines running, the heat wasn't on. It was cold. I mean, really, really cold. And he finally just got aggravated. And he said, "Look," he said, "y'all need to wind this up." He said, "Hell," he said, "I'd rather blow up is to freeze to death." So we're ready to go.
That's what he said. That's what I said. I'm scared. Billy said, "Well, just think of it this way: if it blows up, it'll be a lot of heat."
We'll
Okay.
die warm.
Yeah, we'll die
That's
warm.
good. I've heard that.
There's a lot of
Do
a
you
lot of things went on like that people didn't know about. That
do you think Elvis changed after his mother died?
Yeah, I always said Elvis went through like three stages: the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s. The 50s, he was, young and getting started, and everything was, new, and he was, just stunned by what all was happening with him, and then naturally his mama died, and he went in the army. And when he came back out of the army, he was a little more, well, he was more mature. There's no doubt about that, and he was a little more hardened to things, that happened, and I think it's because he missed his mom, and really he didn't have other than like Anita and women. He didn't have anybody, I don't think, that he could, talk to, other than, like he did his mama. I mean, the guys couldn't take, he couldn't talk about it, but he talked about his mama. I mean, but we couldn't,
comfort
feel
as well.
and comfort the way, a woman could. And in the 70s, I think he got more, kind of more,
Mellowed out.
yeah, relaxed and like you said, mellowed out, and pressures mounted on him more, and he worried a lot, so that to me there was like three stages of his life, and that's the three that I'm talking about.
Do you do anything from the Elvis days today?
God,
No, we still do all kind of things.
or have
like-
over the years.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably.
I guess we all.
And we've talked about some of them.
Yeah.
We've had firework fights. We've, y'all still
Crazy
ride on a
stuff.
golf cart, but
Yeah.
here at their place. But we also ride side by sides, 4-wheelers.
It's just
All
things
the things that he
that we learned.
We still do
and-
crazy stuff. Water
Yeah.
fight, snowball
Yeah.
fight. I mean,
Yeah.
just
Well, it's things that we learned actually growing up with him because we were really young, and did with our kids, and when we
and-
see some crazy thing, the first thing we think about is Elvis and what all the crazy
he would have
fun
liked
things
this,
he would have
or
liked it.
he would
Or
have
if a
said
car,
this, or
we see a car, we always think Elvis would love that, or what he would have said about something. It's just embedded in our brain.
and I know a lot of y'all seen the channel and what we always end it with, but for those of you who hadn't, maybe new subscribers and people's coming aboard and watching, this kind of answer it. We have this slogan, and it ain't just actually just words to us. It's like they said. That's actually what we
It's
do.
life and feelings.
Well, because of him,
Memories,
We always live Elvis, and
that
that's
kind of molded us the way we are.
well, and that's kind of where it come from, because
Yeah.
it's the truth.
Damn, you think that could have molded me a little taller?
Maybe a little more hair.
Oh,
what am I saying?
What are you talking about?
Oh Lord.
With so many people living at Graceland, where did they all sleep, and how many bedrooms were at Graceland?
Oh, they bedded up in one room. And we locked the door most of the time. Yeah. No, the whole
There really weren't that many people that
concept
lived
there is,
in
you know,
that house.
they lived there at different times.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Not now he did have a little off the bedroom off the den down in the basement that one of the guys would stay there, and then he had the garage apartment that he had for his daddy and Dee when they came back from Germany, and then his daddy bought a house and other people stayed in that apartment and
Basically,
over
a
the
lot of it
years,
was the
yeah.
guys that were
Yeah.
on duty and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well, the guys that were on duty usually stayed downstairs in the jungle room, and he had Lisa's bedroom, and then the grandma's bedroom used to be upstairs, and he changed that into a dressing room, and the bedroom downstairs off the kitchen was Delta's bedroom, but
I don't mean to correct you,
but-
but
the
the room that he had up there was a bedroom was off. He had changed. It
off
was
of his
joined
bathroom.
his bathroom.
Right.
He had all that closed off and made into his dress room. Now,
Yeah.
Lisa's room was grandma's room. Originally.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew he had another
Then-
bedroom up there.
Then after
I didn't-
Gladys and all died, and then Vernon moved out. Then Grandma moved downstairs and into.
But there was a bedroom off his bathroom.
Yeah, that's the one he had closed
That's
off.
yeah. Yeah.
Made into a dressing room.
Yeah. And then the room off the kitchen, the bedroom off the kitchen, used to be the maid's, and then when Delta came, that was her bedroom, but she stayed in the bedroom with Grandma most
Yeah,
of the
so she
time,
moved,
which
yeah.
had been Vernon and Gladys's room. After Vernon moved from Graceland, that was Grandma's room.
I know when y'all go out and stuff, and there was a few times that we were out at Graceland or whatever, and y'all didn't get back till next morning or whatever. I know I'll never forget it. More than once, but the one time when I slept there was I liked to sleep in that big chair in the jungle
Yeah,
room, the big
jungle
round
room.
chair. That was my favorite. You could just get up there.
I did too. I slept there, curled up like a cat.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And then when Elvis would come down, I'd bow up like a Halloween cat.
Yeah, that was where we usually curled up and just about froze to death was up in
Up in
his
his room, yeah, the chair
And
in
the
his
chair.
No, he says that, but could y'all imagine you've seen dogs and stuff like that, but have you ever seen a I can't say that, a big-eyed cat like that?
Oh, okay.
Now Patsy and Marty and their kids lived in the garage apartment for a while, and then later Charlie lived
I was
out
gonna say
there.
Charlie, because we
lived
stayed out when a lot of
yeah.
times we'd stay with Charlie when he'd watch
or
us or
he'd
something.
come out to our trailer and
Right.
keep you. I know one. I know one time Elvis had Charlie stay and babysit for us, and we went to the movie, and Charlie said, "Well, that'd be great." So Charlie, while we were gone, cooked us up some soup that that he said, I just found things all in the kitchen and everything. I put a little bit of everything in it, and he cooked it up, and when we came in, it was like, oh my God.
It smelled like a honey wagon.
Yeah. But anyway, he was trying to take
Lord.
care of
No,
us.
he was. Charlie was.
Yeah. We love Charlie, so.
Okay. Can you share some memories from the movie Follow That Dream?
I could, but I'm not. I know.
You got to follow that
Get in
dream.
trouble. Go ahead. And
Some of it
share.
could get him in trouble, couldn't it? So,
No.
They did some
But
crazy stuff.
we had a lot of fun on that set. We caught the crabs down there, and real crabs. We tie a little piece of meat onto the string, and a little little pole, and you just drop it down in the water, and the crabs will actually grab a hold of it. When they did, you could just jerk them right out of the water. And we did all kind of crazy stuff like that, you know. And
So I mean, it would be safe to say. I mean, and then y'all had like a
Then-
like a thing to put like a case to put them in. So y'all literally got a case of the crabs.
we did. Yeah. The hell of it was, you know, that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't-
No, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, during that time too, my mom and dad came down, and
Hey, we're going to finish that video in a future date. But now I want to announce the contest winners. Jesse, who was the contest winners?
Vicky C. from Georgia and Monica H. from South Carolina.
Congratulations. You should be receiving your stuff if you hadn't already. And we're going to have another contest here before long. Jesse, you have a couple questions for me?
Yes. Where can people ask questions?
Where can people ask questions? Well, they can ask, it's best to ask them on the videos. And then you had another question, didn't you?
In the comments under
Yeah,
the video.
in the comments of the video. Thank you for helping me out. I couldn't think of it. What was the other thing you had where they could reach me? I know we were talking about my, what was it?
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, my Facebook Messenger, which I don't, my wife, everybody knows that, does most of it for me. But anyway, we've been having some real problems with it. So I can't access that. So, but if you can reach me, Jesse, tell them where they can reach me at.
What's that?
Memphis Mafia Kid.
MemphisMafiaKid.dms@gmail.com.
Good job. And you can contact me there. Another thing I want to talk about is the Tupelo Elvis Festival, which will be the 5th through the 9th. And,
June.
Yeah, of June. Yes, it's coming up, a couple weeks, and we're gonna be around to try to be birthplace, and don't know exactly when and what times, but we're gonna try to mix it up so we can see. I know a lot of you's been sending messages. Appreciate that. Looking forward to seeing you, and hopefully we'll have some good times and get there. But if you hadn't planned on coming and you want to come, hey, come on down and see us. Also, too, I've been getting a lot of messages about Tupelo and maybe, you know, meeting a lot of folks if they was, you know, in the area or coming through or whatever. And I'd be more happy to if you'll email me and let me know ahead of time. We don't live far from the birthplace, and maybe we can hook up and meet. I'd love to meet you. Another thing that I'd really want to give a couple shout outs to. One's my son-in-law, Nolan. He just had surgery, but having a little bit of a rough time, but he's doing good. Hey, Nolan, get up, buddy, and get going. Another one is my great friend Jenny Perry from England. Has had a little bit of a problem. Hope you get to feeling better, Jenny. Love you. Hope we get to see y'all soon. And Fiona, this is for you. Hey, I appreciate you watching. God be with you, and we hope that everything goes well for you. And with that being said, hey, of course I got to throw in, hey, we're sporting our MMK shirts. But what do we always say, Jesse? We always live Elvis.